The second this SUV rolls into view, something instinctive happens. Your attention snaps to it before you even realize why. The 2026 Lexus LX 800 in this deep, glossy red doesn't politely enter the scene, it takes control of it. This isn't just another full-size luxury SUV trying to look important. This is presence with intent, power wrapped in elegance. And today on LuxeDrive Review, we're diving deep into what might be the boldest, most emotionally charged Lexus flagship ever created. Older LX models made you feel successful. This one makes you feel untouchable. And in this red, it doesn't blend in, it rewrites the room. It's the kind of SUV that makes G-Wagon owners glance twice, Escalade drivers rethink their loyalty, and even Range Rover fans quietly wonder if subtlety has gone too far. Let's start at the back, because that's where the 2026 Lexus LX 800 hits you first and hardest. The rear design feels wide, confident, and deliberately dramatic. That full-width LED light bar slices across the tailgate like a glowing signature, and against the red paint, the contrast is almost cinematic. The Lexus lettering is spaced out cleanly, bold without being loud, giving the rear an unmistakable premium identity even from a distance. The bumper sits high and muscular, with sculpted edges that make the SUV look like it was carved from a single block of metal. Even the exhaust finishers feel more aggressive than what we're used to from Lexus. The stance back here is wide, planted, and unapologetic. In this color, the rear almost looks molten, like the SUV was dipped in liquid fire. Compared to the Cadillac Escalade's towering formality or the Range Rover's reserved elegance, the LX 800 feels more emotional, more visceral. Do you want your luxury SUV to whisper status or to radiate dominance? Move along to the left side, and this is where the proportions really tell their story. The LX 800 is long, athletic, and confident in its own skin. The sheet metal flows with purpose, not decoration. Every line feels intentional. The red paint amplifies every curve and surface, making the SUV look both muscular and refined at the same time. Squared-off wheel arches house massive alloy wheels that look almost custom, filling the space perfectly and reinforcing that planted stance. The side mirrors feature sharp integrated turn signals, while the chrome window trim is subtle enough not to interrupt the red-on-red aggression. This side profile doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. Compared to a Mercedes-Benz GLS, which leans more toward polished luxury, the LX 800 looks tougher, more assertive, like it's ready for more than just valet parking. Would you rather own something elegant or something unforgettable? Now walk over to the right side and the drama doesn't fade. In fact, it deepens. The doors have that heavy, reassuring weight when you open them, the kind that instantly communicates craftsmanship and build quality. The body lines on this side catch light differently depending on the time of day. In the morning, the red looks warm and glowing. Under city lights at night, it turns into liquid metal. This SUV feels alive. From this angle, you really notice how wide and grounded it is. Elegant, yes, but with an underlying message that says if challenged, it will win. Compared to the BMW X7, which feels more sporty and tech-forward, the LX 800 feels more authoritative. Less about numbers, more about command. Which kind of confidence speaks to you more? Now step inside, because the cabin of the 2026 Lexus LX 800 is where luxury turns into an experience. The moment the door opens, you're greeted by the smell of premium leather, the kind that immediately tells your brain you've entered the top tier. The red exterior theme continues subtly inside through ambient lighting accents that glow softly around the dashboard and doors, creating a cinematic, almost futuristic atmosphere. The seats are wrapped in buttery soft leather with intricate stitching that feels more private jet than SUV. The driver's seat adjusts in seemingly endless ways, letting you dial in a position that feels commanding yet deeply comfortable. The steering wheel is thick, solid, and finished with cool metallic accents that feel incredible to the touch. Then there are the screens, not flashy, not overwhelming, purposeful, refined. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and clean, while the large central touchscreen blends seamlessly into the dashboard, like it belongs there rather than being added later. Lexus has mastered restrained luxury tech, and in the LX 800, everything feels intuitive, fluid, and calm. Move to the rear seats and the story continues. This isn't just passenger space, it's a lounge. Legroom feels limo-like, seatbacks recline, climate controls are fully independent, and optional entertainment screens turn long drives into effortless experiences. Cabin insulation is world-class. Even at highway speeds, the outside world fades into a whisper. It's a moving sanctuary, red fire on the outside, serene calm on the inside. Compared to the Range Rover's minimalist interior or the Escalade's tech-heavy approach, the LX 800 feels more timeless. Less about trends, more about comfort that lasts. If you were sitting back here, would you even want to arrive? But let's talk performance, because this Lexus isn't just about looks and leather. Under the hood of the 2026 Lexus LX 800 lives a twin-turbo V8 hybrid system producing an astonishing 720 horsepower. And this isn't exaggerated, chaotic power. This is Lexus power, delivered smoothly, instantly, and with control. The electric motors eliminate lag completely, so the moment you touch the accelerator, the LX 800 surges forward with a force that feels almost unreal. 0 to 60 happens in under 4 seconds. Let that sink in. A full-size, three-row luxury SUV weighing well over 2.5 tons moving like a performance car. And yet, it never feels wild or unpredictable. Lexus tuned this drivetrain with surgical precision. When cruising, it's calm and silent. When pushed, it's fierce and relentless. In hybrid mode, it can glide almost silently, reminding you that intelligence plays just as big a role as brute force. Compared to the Mercedes-AMG GLS or the BMW X7 M60i, the LX 800 feels less aggressive on paper, but more confident in execution. Would you rather have loud performance or power that feels limitless? The suspension deserves just as much praise. Adaptive, intelligent, and incredibly refined, it reads the road and adjusts instantly. In city traffic, it's plush and forgiving. On winding roads, it tightens up, giving you surprising control for a vehicle this size. And off-road, yes, off-road, the LX 800 transforms. Beneath all that luxury is genuine capability. It can crawl, climb, and conquer terrain that many luxury SUVs wouldn't dare approach. This isn't a showpiece. It's a true flagship built to do everything. Now let's address the price, because a vehicle like this doesn't come cheap. The 2026 Lexus LX 800 sits firmly at the premium end of the segment. Depending on configuration, it pushes well into territory occupied by the Range Rover, G-Class, and high-end Escalade trims. But when you consider what you're getting, handcrafted luxury, a hybrid V8 powerhouse, exceptional comfort, legendary Lexus reliability, and a design that actually makes you feel something, the price starts to make sense. You're not just buying transportation, you're buying presence, identity. How much value do you put on feeling that every time you start the engine? So here's the final verdict. The 2026 Lexus LX 800 isn't just an upgrade, it's a transformation. Lexus didn't simply refine their flagship, they reinvented it. In this red finish, the LX 800 is bold, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. It blends elegance with authority, silence with strength, and craftsmanship with raw power. While other luxury SUVs try to shout for attention, this one earns it through presence alone. If you want an SUV that makes every drive feel like an event, that turns heads without trying, and that delivers power, comfort, and reliability in equal measure, the LX 800 isn't just an option, it's the choice. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow LuxeDrive Review for more premium reviews, first looks, and honest takes on the vehicles shaping the future. I'll see you in the next one.